Section B, question 9. Which sample measured at room temperature and pressure contains the greatest number of its stated particles? So for A, all you'd have to do is 1 divided by 2 hydrogen molecules, m of hydrogen is 1, there's 2 of them, times by Avogadro's constant. So you'd find out the moles, which is the mass over the mR, times by 6.022 times by 10 to the power 23. In this case, 1 divided by 4 times by 6.022 times by 10 to the power 23. In this case, a molar volume of gases can be 1 over 24 times by 6.022 times by 10 to the power 23, and in this case it's going to be same as that, so because same volume, 1 over 24 times by 6.022 times by 10 to the power 23, and just by looking at it I can clearly see A is the correct answer. It's a half. That's the biggest number out of the 4. C, 5 grams of oxide of molybdenum contains this much of molybdenum was in empirical form as oxide. So you need to find out the moles. So the moles of molybdenum is mass, the mR. If I find molybdenum, it is MO, so I just look for MO. There we go. It has an mR of 96, so 4 divided by 96. And the moles of oxygen, because 4 grams of molybdenum, the rest is oxygen, so 1 divided by 16. And if we divide by the smallest ratio, molar ratio, should get 1 to 1 to 1.5. That was 2 to 3, so therefore the answer is C. Question 11. Which substance steel carries electrons? It's obviously A, graphite. Which species is not pyramidal in shape? PF3 definitely is. H3O plus for minus electron, it will be. CH3 minus, we add an electron, it will be. BF3, that's not pyramidal. Which change occurs when water vaporizes? Classic question. Now, when water vaporizes, we're not breaking the Covalent bonds. It's the intermolecular forces are overcome. They're broken. So the answer is actually C. Which equation represents the reaction as a standard enthalpy change equal to standard enthalpy formation for barium chloride? It obviously can't be the ions, because the definition of standard enthalpy change is standard states element, it's not ions. And barium is not in its gaseous state, it's a metal, solid, so therefore the answer is going to be C. Which equation does not represent redox reaction? Redox reaction, oxidation and reduction happen. And reduction occur. So if we look here for A, we go from oxidation state of 0 to +2, and we go from, look at hydrogen oxidation state of +1 to 0. So that definitely is redox. Part B, that's -4. That's obviously 0. And in this case, actually, if we look at carbon, that's in group 4, yeah, so carbon in here is going to be +4 Look at oxygen in here, -2. Shit, I think that's wrong. -4 to carbon dioxide, so anyway, B is going to be redox. C 0.0 -8 -8. Sulfur's in group 6 -10, so that's going to be +10. So the answer is going to be D. That's not a redox reaction. Question 16. Which property would you expect element radium to possess? Well, what is radium? Look at radium. It is, where is it? Yeah, it's in group 2. Calcium, strontium, barium, radium. It's a metal. And what metals are good conductors of electricity? Which statement is not correct, aka false? Strontium has a lower first ionization than calcium. Look at strontium and calcium. Strontium is lower down the group than calcium. So you would actually expect it to have a lower first ionization energy than calcium, so that's true. But if it has a lower first ionization energy, it's also going to have a larger ionic radius because further down the group, more electron shielding. So that's true. So it's not that as well. Reacts less vigorously with water than calcium. No, it's going to react more vigorously because it's got lower first ionization energy. React more vigorously. Question 18. Which property of the group 2 elements increases increasing atomic number? Calcium to barium. Calcium to Ba. First ionization energy would decrease, not increase. Atomic radius. Yeah, atomic radius would increase. Melting point. No. Question 18. A. Question 19. What is the best oxidizing agent? Now, if the question was what is the best reducing agent, it would obviously be a negatively ion, negative charge ion. But because it's an oxidizing agent, we're looking for not the negatively charged ion. So it's either F2 or I2. And if you look at the periodic table, fluorine and iodine, well, fluorine is higher up in the group than iodine. Iodine is further down the group. So therefore the answer is going to be A, F2. Question 20. What is the amount of heat energy absorbed by the water? Well, we know Q equals mc delta T. We know the mass of water equals mg is equals to m in grams. The temperature rise is y. So we've got Q equals mc delta T is y. So it's mcy. The only thing I could see students tripping upon is between A and B. MCY plus 273 because obviously to convert to Kelvin. But remember, because this is temperature rise, it doesn't matter. We don't need to convert to Kelvin. And that's just a key fact you need to learn off by heart. Don't need to convert to Kelvin. Equation below represents the complete combustion of butane. All volumes are measured at the same temperature. Same is correct. 20 centimeters cubed of butane could be burned in 0.2 dm cube. So let's convert that to centimeters cubed. So we turn by, how do we go from dm cube to centimeters cubed? dm cubed centimeters cubed, I rounded down by 1,000. So it's going to be 200 centimeters cubed. 200 centimeters cubed. Now obviously this is a 1 to 6.5 molar ratio. So if we do 20 times by 6.5, we should get 130. So that tells me 70. This is in excess oxygen, and we need to do 200 minus 130, which can be 70 centimeters cubed oxygen. That tells me that's the amount remaining, because this is an excess. We use the molar ratio. This is how much we actually should have. So the excess minus that, we should get 70 centimeters cubed. So 70 centimeters cubed of oxygen remained. Which statement is correct about reactions involving halide ions? Sodium chloride forms chlorine when added to concentrated sulfuric acid. Now these equations, you do need to know all of these equations. So if we look at the equations, I'll write them down now. So we've got sodium chloride, NaCl plus H2SO4. So all we will form is NaHSO4 plus HCl. So that's wrong. We don't form chlorine, we form HCl, hydrochloric acid. Sodium chloride forms chlorine when added to bromine. Sodium chloride. So NaCl plus Br2 form chlorine. No, it won't. Sodium bromide forms bromine when added to concentrated sulfuric acid. Well, let's look at that equation. NaBr, sodium bromide plus H2SO4. The first equation, NaHSO4, same as adding sodium chloride, concentrated sulfuric acid plus HBr in this case. And then there's another equation, remember, it's 2HBr plus H2SO4. And in this case, we form Br2 plus SO2 plus 2H12. So we do actually form bromine. So it does form bromine. And then sodium bromide forms bromine added to iodine. Sodium bromide and iodine, yeah, it will not form bromine. And then question 23. What is the percentage yield when 20 grams of this produced from this much of this? Percentage yield is actual yield over theoretical yield down by 100. So we need to find out, well, we know this much are being produced from this much aluminium oxide. So we're going to find out the moles of aluminium oxide, Al2O3, which is a mass 50 divided by its mR. Aluminium 27 plus 27 plus 16 plus 16 plus 16. Find out the moles of that. And then obviously, because it's a 2 to 4 molar ratio, we times it by 2. That's the moles of aluminium. And therefore, to find a mass of aluminium, the theoretical yield, moles is mass over mR, mass is moles, times by mR. The mR of aluminium is 27. So now we'll get 26.47. So the answer is going to be actual yield over 26.47, the theoretical yield times by 100. And I should get 75.56%. Therefore, to round it to two significant figures, 76% is your correct answer. 23A. That's the end of multiple choice questions.